Hello everyone and welcome back to another very exciting chess game from 1956. Now this is a very nice chess game and I usually don't do this, but this is a chess game between two amateur chess players, I believe. I couldn't find their whole name, so I believe we have two German chess players from a correspondence chess game, correspondence chess tournament from 1956, but even though they are not famous, they are unknown amateur chess players. This chess game is a must-see and a very exciting chess game with some beautiful tactics and tactical ideas. So let's see what happened in this chess game and try to guess the winning moves at the critical moment of the game. And we have basically the Sicilian defense, the Najdorf variation. I'm going to skip the opening faster. So e6, f4, h6, and bishop to h4, bishop to e7, queen to f3, developing the knight and castling from the queen side. So basically with the white pieces, let's not forget this. It is going to be difficult to pronounce this name, but we have Neugebauer with the white pieces and black is Degenkolbe. Okay, so queen to b6 and bishop to f2 and threatening some discovery attacks to the queen. So queen to c7 and then g4, kingside expansion, ambitious and wild. So knight takes on d4, bishop takes on d4, and then e5, takes, and pinning the pawn to the queen. So if capturing the bishop, queen takes queen, which is very simple. Bishop to d6, unpinning and defending the piece. And in this position, actually black is a pawn up because knight takes on g4. But now, watch this. Bishop to b5, exclamation point. And all of a sudden, we have this amazing cool move, a very cool move out of the blue. Capturing the bishop. So if bishop to d7, then capturing the bishop, queen takes on d7, and then pinning and winning. So the bishop is pinned. And if king takes, easy peasy, capturing the knight, that's check. So obviously bishop to b5 was a very good move because after capturing the bishop, knight takes on b5, this is forking the queen and the bishop, and advantage for white because capturing the bishop with check and losing the castling rights. And now white has to be careful in this position, but white played queen to b3, attacking on f7, an inaccurate move. Black is defending very easily. So instead of queen to b3, bishop to e1 should have been considered. This was better, and bishop to b4 is next. Plus it is also removing the target of the knight, moving the target away. So in this position, black is losing the castling rights and white is attacking on f7, but attacking the queen and at the same time attacking the bishop. And Neugebauer played queen to b4, lining the queen with the king and threatening discovery attacks. But we have king to f6. Now, if knight takes on f2, if capturing the bishop, this is going to be a blunder because of check, double check, and then getting checkmated. But what happens if hoping to escape? Then we have check, and basically black is getting checkmated by force. And if king to h7, this is also going to be checkmate. So this is why after queen to b4, we have king to f6. But in this position, actually black had a better move, and that is rook takes on a2. And can you see the difference between rook takes on a2 and knight takes bishop on f2? Well, the difference is this. This is a very cold move which requires nerves of steel. And now black is better as white has no winning combination. For example, knight to f5, king to f6, check, king to g6, and the difference is this. The knight is placed correctly and the black king is reaching to the promised land. Although it looks scary, black is safe. But of course, it was hard to see all this. It was hard to see all of this for a normal human player. But according to the computer chess engine, black is doing fine. So, okay, in the real chess game we have king to f6 and then knight to f5, so targeting. Again, if capturing the bishop, it is going to be a blunder because of check and then rook check, and black is going to be in big trouble. So rook over. If bishop takes knight, this is also a blunder because of rook to d6. This is winning the queen. Check and winning the queen. So, but rook over, and you can see that black is threatening checkmate and at the same time attacking the bishop on f2. So how to extricate yourself? White played c3. Well, if something like rook to d2 or queen to d2, it doesn't matter, then rook takes on a2 and black is doing better in this position. So white's position is getting fragile. So after c3, black fell for it and he captured the bishop. Actually, this knight was a key defender against the rook check. So queen to e7, that's check, and this was a blunder, of course. Knight takes on f2 was a blunder, so moving the king. And then here comes not a very accurate move, but a dangerous looking move. Rook to d6. And can you see the best defensive move for black? What would you do in this position? Well, black missed the best defensive move and he played queen takes on e4, and this was a blunder. Now, did you see the best defensive move? It was actually knight takes on h1. Sometimes you have to consider giving up the queen for the upper hand and for the better position. So if capturing the queen, then rook takes, and black has too much material and black is doing very well actually, and white doesn't have any winning ideas in here and black is being defended perfectly. So after rook to d6, but black loved his queen too much and he played queen takes on e4, and this was a blunder. Can you see why this move was a blunder? Now we have some incredible tactics. Rook takes bishop, okay, this was the move. And we have king to h7. If capturing the rook, some very nice tactical ideas is emerging if this was played. So we have check. If king takes knight, then checkmate. So this is checkmate. And if, let's say, of course, I mean, if king goes back, this is mate. And if king goes here, then knight takes should be checkmate. It is very simple. So king takes knight is also a mate. So let's check out what happens if blocking with the knight. If knight to g4, then we have check, and basically white is winning by force with these amazing tactical ideas. This is a skewer. And if king to f4, can you see the next move? Then rook takes on g4, deflecting the king and then capturing the queen. So in this position, after checking the king, let's not capture the knight. If king to h5, then knight to g3 is going to fork the king and the queen. So it is a little bit mind-boggling, but it's actually not that difficult. So basically white is winning by force if capturing the rook with the pawn. So this is why black is not capturing king to h7. So this was the move. Again, rook takes bishop, king is escaping, so not going to here, because knight to g3 is going to fork the king and the queen. So king is escaping, and you can see that black actually has a very serious attacking position. If white can't find the forced winning moves, I check out with the engine, rook takes on c3 is going to be brutal. If capturing the rook, then knight check, and basically white is not going to survive this attack, and basically black is forced checkmating white. So you can also check that out with your computer engine. This video is going to be a very long video, so this is why I didn't want to make this video longer. But long story short, white needs to find the forced winning moves. Can you guess the next move for white? Basically, it is very simple. It has to be a check. Rook takes on h6, a sudden blow, and we have king to g8. So if capturing the rook, then check and then checkmate. So this is why black is escaping, and this is the critical position. Because when we look at this position, it looks like white doesn't have any more checks. What now? Can you guess the next move? Again, black is threatening checkmate. Rook takes on c3, and then knight check, and basically white is not going to survive. There is forced checkmate in 5 moves or something like that. So white has to find a very nice forced checkmate. Did you see the move? Okay, the move was queen to f8. That's check, and black actually resigned in this position. The possible continuation, if capturing the queen, then knight to e7 is going to be smothered checkmate. And if king takes, then rook up, checkmate, because the knight is blocking the escape square. So let's check out the force win once again, because it was very beautiful. The first mistake was queen takes on e4, and then rook takes, the rook is a berserk. And then finally queen sacrifice, and black resigned because of this, or because of this. If king takes, then rook up, checkmate. What an amazing final checkmate pattern. So sequence of moves. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye.